What is our chit chat about today?
Well, let's see. Do you want to do? We could do both, either or. We could do wedding, or we can do um comfort zone stuff.
Let's go wedding. Let's chat
Okay.
weddings.
Okay, so what we're talking about today with weddings is what is something that you wish somebody told you going into your wedding, and what is something that you
Mm.
enjoyed about your wedding. So I'll start.
Okay.
I wish whoever they is, told me how much other people were invested in certain things about your ceremony or reception or whatever, that you weren't necessarily like caring about. Does that make sense? So there are like certain things where I
Yeah.
was like, and I don't know if it was just like I hadn't been to a lot of weddings, and there were certain things that I just like forgot was a thing that apparently was like a big deal for other people.
Yeah.
For instance, after we got done taking photos, we just went ahead and came into the reception so that we could like kind of
Yeah.
nonchalant come in and start saying hi to people. Thank you for coming.
Oh, there was no like presenting. There was none of that.
Yeah. Completely
Yeah.
forgot that
Because
was a
even
thing.
when you said it, I was like, oh, and
Exactly.
like, of
Completely
course.
forgot that was a thing. I completely forgot that was a thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was like it was very much so
Did I
like
do that?
somebody started, I'm not gonna say, but somebody started scrambling around and basically made that moment happen. Like
Oh, no.
had somebody that who I now know, yep, had somebody get on the mic who is not an extroverted person
Oh, God.
and just so happened to be the one helping with music. Be like,
Oh,
"Hey
God.
guys." Yeah.
I totally didn't even clock that. I was returning to consciousness, but I totally didn't clock that you just kinda walked in because that's what you wanted. You just kinda wanted to
Yeah, we just wanted
transition
to,
smoothly
yeah.
and greet people and wow. I don't know, I also feel like there wasn't necessarily like a dance floor in your reception hall.
Mm-mm.
I feel like that's a very dance floor specific thing, but when it's like people are eating and chilling and it's more like
Yeah.
casual, it feels very normal to just kinda ease into the
Mhm.
event, and head to the table,
Yeah.
the sweetheart table.
So, that's what I mean, like, certain things
Wow.
that you're like, "It's not a big deal," or like, but, like, for some people,
Mm.
for some reason, it's just like, "No, we have to do this. This is what."
A big deal to
Yeah.
them. You're like,
All
"Okay,
right.
fine." Like
Yeah. That's something that and of course, there's certain things that everybody talks about where it's like guest list stuff, where it's like, "I did
Mm,
not want these people in here. They barely know me." It's like,
yeah,
"Okay, but you're gonna have to
I
succumb
get
to the,"
yeah.
so that stuff I feel like everybody has to deal with when it comes to their wedding.
Mm, yeah,
Yeah. So
absolutely.
something that I enjoyed though, was just like the little personal touches. I feel like that were a part of the
Mm.
wedding. My mom, uh, helped. Do you remember those like white branches?
Oh,
Right?
that's right. Because you had a December
Yeah.
wedding, so it was,
It was
like,
like kind of winter.
beautifully designed, like, birch branches.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That she had found, and like I think they spray painted it and like added like,
So
yeah,
creative.
really cool. Stuff like
Like,
that.
glitter and berries
Yeah.
and oh, it was so
Yeah.
pretty.
So I love those little personal touches, and I'll always remember that.
Mhm.
And like doing the daddy daughter dance with dad who doesn't like to get emotional. And so
He did the same thing with mine. We talked the
yep,
whole
talk.
time. It was giving
And
podcast.
I think with mine, he just he was just mouthing the words of the song the whole time. He was like trying to mouth
We
the
always
words of the,
all of us, we just lose ourselves in the music, and it's like, "Am I coping?
yeah, right.
Who
And I was
knows?
just
Who
laughing and
knows?"
crying at the same time because I was like, this guy, this guy. Oh, and also your toast.
Oh, my TED Talk?
What are
God,
you talking about?
I felt like I wouldn't shut up.
I don't remember that at all. I just remember enjoying it. I'm enjoying
Thank
it.
you, I'm glad.
Yes, absolutely. Well, what about you?
Oh
Start
god,
wherever you want.
so I'll start with the stuff that I wish people warned you about. I wish that somebody would've warned me to do absolutely nothing the day before.
Mm.
Um And it was very much so, and usually when I'm stressed, it is self-inflicted, and I've put too much on my own plate, and nobody asked me to do that
Mhm.
thing. I wish somebody would've told me to really just kinda isolate and do nothing
Mm.
the day before, because I was kinda running around and worried, but I don't know if nothing would've helped me because I would've overthought the coming
Yeah.
day. Um, I also wish, and this is something that I wasn't told, but I was able to observe, and it made my day a lot less stressful, is the understanding that if you decide to throw a wedding in the traditional
Mm.
sense, like not eloping, not like a small intimate, if you want to throw a traditional
Yeah.
wedding, this is a party for the people that you invite to the wedding. This is not your party. You were the
Mm.
theme. Things that you like are there, things that you selected are there, but this
Mm.
is a you and your partner theme party for the people in your life, and you're paying for other people to have a good time at said
Mm.
party. So once you go into it with that mindset,
Yeah.
it just makes the disappointment after is lessened. Because I remember I had a fun time at a wedding. I was grateful everyone was healthy. We were able to get family from Peru in. But I remember afterwards it went by so fast. I
Yeah.
didn't dance at all
Mhm.
besides the scheduled dances. I didn't really eat that much, but I wasn't hungry
Oh, I was
anyway.
starving. I didn't get to eat at
Um,
mine. Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
god. I didn't eat and I heard the food was fire. But I just wish that I sat and took more mental pictures during that wedding day.
Mhm.
That was kind of a wake up call for me in general to start taking mental
Mhm.
pictures. But I wish I would have known that going in because I was like, man, I wish I remembered more of my wedding. There's a lot that I just straight up don't remember.
Mm.
I don't remember a lot of my ceremony. I remember flickers of the reception. Um, and the things that um, I think that was the first time that I saw my husband in a full suit, so that was
Mm.
cool. Like, we don't work in places where we need to dress very formal,
Mhm.
and it was more casual for Nicole's wedding.
Mhm.
It was also, like, our 3rd or 4th date, and I took him to my sister's wedding, which is crazy behavior. But he showed up,
He
so he could've been
did.
like, "Nah." He did show up. We had a blast. And I loved, I guess, the moments that I do remember from the reception is seeing people genuinely have a good time
Mhm.
and dancing with each other. It was a very multi-generational wedding.
Mhm.
I got married
And
in a
multi-ethnic.
museum, and so it was, and multi-ethnic
Yeah.
wedding, so the playlist reflected
Mhm.
that. Seeing I got married at a museum that's in a very green space, so
Yeah.
people were able to sneak away. They told me later on they were able to sneak away in, like, the back areas with gardens and fountains and walk and talk, and kids were able to get their energy out in the fields in the front, and it was all on one level, so elders were able to operate comfortably in the
Mhm.
space. It was just I really loved the choice in venue, and I think that contributed to those flickers of people just genuinely having a good
Yeah.
time. Um, I also really, really enjoyed, how do I describe this? I really enjoyed seeing it done.
See, you mean like
I was
over?
very, yes, like,
Me
driving away,
too.
it's over. It's
Over.
over. Check out our Disney Channel original movie March Madness tournament. Only on
Disney,
Contrary.
oh, yeah.
But
Go, 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 go.
but yeah, I love seeing it over and the relief of, like, this very finite day being finished and being a little bit sad of, like, oh, like, it's over. It was so much buildup and it felt like it was over in the blink of an
Mhm.
eye. But not having to worry about cake flavors and delivery times and when this thing is going to be finished at the tailor's was just wonderful.
Mhm.
Um so yeah, no, I've been to weddings. I've had a wedding. I hope to be at more weddings in the future. Nicole, you're going to a wedding very soon.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be thinking about these things as I watch these future
Hence the
weddings of, like,
hair. We got the wedding hair.
yes, come on, wedding hair. Let's go
Because I don't
twists.
feel like yelling.
Um, yeah, I'm curious to
Mm.
know. Drop below if you're on YouTube. Like, if you've had a wedding or been to a wedding, what is something that you saw that was like, that was kind of cringy, or oh, that was a great idea. I'd love to do that. Is there anything at weddings that, Nicole, you see and it's like a hot take, but you're like, this is kind of cringy. I hate this.
Hot take?
I have one. Yeah. That's like it's a thing that's normalized at weddings, at least Western, United States weddings, that you're like, I don't like that.
Yeah,
For
go
me,
ahead.
it
Because
is the bride and groom announcement.
wait, wait.
I don't like
You
it.
mean like introducing Mr. and
Hate it.
Mrs.
I know who you are. I'm here. Like, I don't know. I don't, and I know it's important. It's like a formal introduction for them, for the presenting for the first time ever as husband and wife.
Yes.
And I think it's just, for me, it invokes the same feelings of when people are singing happy birthday to you and you just have to sit there and be like,
Okay, that's definitely just
Mm.
you, because I feel like most
Is
brides
it just
absolutely,
me?
because I feel like most brides are like,
Maybe it's the
"Oh my
introvert in
gosh, I
me.
finally have his last name." Like, I feel like that's a whole thing.
I signed the paperwork, dog. I'm
Right,
straight. It's
right,
like
right, right.
we bought property together at that point.
You
Like
know what it is
it's
for
like
me, strangely? And
okay.
who knows what the future holds, for my little bear,
Mhm.
because it'll
Yeah.
probably happen, but,
Yeah.
I don't know why, and the same thing, very normalized, but for some reason,
But
I'm
you're
like,
like, mm.
for some reason,
Yeah.
it's for some reason, it's the mother-son dance.
Really?
It's like, I'm literally fine with the daddy-daughter dance, but for some reason,
Bruh.
the mother-son dance, I don't know, for some reason, I'm like,
That's a hot take as a mother to a
I
son is
no,
crazy.
and that's why I said I'm sure my mind will change, like, I'm sure me
Yeah.
and Broggy Poo will do a nice little salsa. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Really? What is it about it that's like
It's
what
just
is
always
it?
awkward. I feel like
Oh, well,
it's
yeah.
always awkward. I feel like nobody has made it look endearing. It's just always awkward.
Yeah.
So you're just watching these 2
Oh
people and, like,
god.
he's like dancing with his mom, it's like,
Yeah. In general, those people standing in a circle watching you
it's
dance,
odd.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm never gonna be the one who's just like,
Crazy.
"Yeah, I hate those dance circles," by the way, at events where, like,
What do you
you
mean?
know what exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, when people hop in and like challenge each other
Yes.
and they push
All of a
each
sudden, there's, like,
person?
a
No,
circle
those
formed, and
suck.
everybody's just around clapping, and then everybody's taking turns doing, like, their
Uh,
thing in the middle of I hate that. Sorry.
yeah, that's not I feel like that's for dancers
Yes.
who like to be seen
Or children.
dancing and just people who are children. Yeah, 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 yeah. Because it's and that's also there's that undercover pressure if you're like one of the only or the only black or brown person
Yep,
in this
yep.
space. There's this
Pipe up.
expectation of like she's gonna break it
She's gonna
down. It's like
kill
I
it.
will leave this
Get it,
function. Please
girl.
don't make me do this. Right. Get it, girl. It's very Disney Channel, like, come on now. And it's
It's
like, I
really
can't.
good.
She's really good.
She's really good. It's not I'm not a great dancer. I can get it done, but I'm not a star of the show main character dancer.
Mm.
I can hold my own and that's it. Nicole is a way better dancer. And even Nicole, you're like, you're not hopping in the
No,
middle of the
God, I
circle.
hate that crap. So bad.
Oh god. I also hate the garter belt thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a conservative
That's good.
person, but I
That's
don't. I
never
did not at
I
mine.
didn't either. It's
No,
weird. I don't think I
we
did.
don't need it.
I don't think I did.
N I don't think you
No.
did. Did you do a bouquet toss?
Don't remember that.
Me neither. I couldn't tell you if I did
Can't
one or
remember.
not. I
I'll be
can't tell you.
celebrating 10 years this year.
Um,
Can't remember.
I gotta ask
Mm.
somebody. Um, I didn't do a first look.
Yeah, me neither.
And that's I don't have FOMO about that. I love watching
Me
first looks. I
too.
love watching first I love watching father-daughter first looks, partner first
Yes.
looks.
Oh,
We were just locked in and in the zone. So we just got dressed and we're
yeah.
like, let's do this thing. Did you show Michael your dress
No.
beforehand?
No.
Okay, me neither. Me neither. Did you pick your engagement or wedding
Sure
ring?
did. Here's my thing. If you're gonna be wearing something for
Forever,
forever,
ever?
you better like that thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
Yeah.
and here's the thing though, I wasn't one of those girls who grew up like this is the cut of ring that I want. This is the style of wedding dress that I want. I actually wasn't that person. So when we actually went ring shopping, I was lost,
Mm.
lost. So it was
Yeah.
very much so like, "Ooh, I like
Wow.
this one."
Collaborative thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
And so
yeah.
he knew exactly which one I
Ah,
wanted. And for me, that didn't ruin the
wow.
surprise. So for some people are like, "Didn't
No.
it like ruin them?" No, no, no. I'm like, "No, the surprise is the timing. You don't expect that this is the moment that's
Right.
the like, oh my god,
Right.
this is
If you're
happening."
like I hate when people ask that, like, "Were you expecting him to ask you?" I'm like, "Yes." I didn't know when, but, like, I would yeah, I'm not just here for funsies, and I'm a person
Yeah.
who, like, was not date to marry, but if I'm with you for that amount of time, and we've talked through that this is what we both want for our
Mhm.
lives, I expect at some point we're going to get
Mhm.
married. So, agreed, like, that shouldn't be a surprise, and also your partner saying yes or no when you're at the ceremony should also not be a
This
freaking
isn't Love
surprise.
Is Blind.
Like, this is not Love is
Okay.
Blind, right, like,
Oh,
please.
please. Fast fact.
I am different. I
I
knew
said fast fact about both Faith and I. Both of us both of us married at the age of 22.
Yep,
And
same.
both of us married our first boyfriends.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The streets never saw me. Never saw me. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't. I really never saw me. The streets never saw me, dude.
Sorry.
And I was more so specific about my wedding.
Yes.
Like I knew the type of dress I wanted. I knew the type of ring. And for my husband, I sent him examples and just like shapes. And like he took it from there. And then the wedding band we chose together.
Aw.
His was also a surprise. I got his band on my own.
Wow.
He kind of knew he was less specific about what he
Mhm.
wanted. So I just kind of had to guess, which was a little scary, but I think he likes it. I hope he likes it. But I'm also not offended if it wouldn't be a big deal if he's like, I want something different. Like the goal was married, not to put a physical ring on your finger. If you want a different one, just wear a different
I
one.
feel
Like,
the
he's
same
also a
way.
jewelry guy.
And cause y'all, hold on. Just
Please show us the collection. Now I'm gonna talk them through
Okay.
this. So for me, if I lose this ring, I'm cooked. It's gone. Nicole is really wise with like travel and just switching it up. She has a lot of these really high quality rings that she wears as kind of a sub to her original wedding ring. If she's traveling or if she's going dancing or if she's going to a space where she doesn't want the OG on her finger, she'll have a ring. So she's going to bring out the collection that she has. And every year I tell myself, I'm going to get me one of those. It's been 3 to 4 years. So I guess I'm just going to charge it.
okay.
Okay.
Over this thing in my room. Okay. Yes. So, like Faith said, the thing is though, is like most of the time, I'll like I'm always checking in with my husband, like, are you okay that I'm not wearing the ring? He is so chill about it that he's just like, as long as you have the ring on your finger, it's
like,
fine.
I'm not burning the wedding certificate. Like, we're still married, even if I have nothing
Right.
on. I don't need this ring to remember that I'm married. Some people do. That's not my business.
Okay.
Go on.
So this is my actual ring. YouTube.
Hit them with the influencer hand.
Okay.
So it's
That's that.
spiky.
So here is I'm not even gonna go one by one. I'm just gonna show you the box. Okay.
You're so pretty.
So we got like I like the champagne color. You got a canary yellow. You've got the with the two and more. Anyway, 2 stones in one. You got a nice Rowan cut. We got one with a halo. Oh no, this is the Rowan cut, and this is I don't remember. Anyway, so that's to bring this back. Just to name a few. I've got way too many of these. But yeah, like Faith said, like if I'm going to an event where I'm like dancing and I want it to be shown clearly, like I'm taking, don't try anything. I'll like get something that's like big and sparkly if I'm traveling somewhere, literally travel rings. And I love to sparkle. I love to sparkle.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's the way to go. When we do Peru, I think the first time we went back after we got married, I did wear it because I knew people might want to see it. Nobody asked. But after that, I leave mine in the safe.
I probably would do the same thing, just so you can be like,
just in case, or if people didn't ask, but just watch. Because when we go to Peru, it's not vacay tourists. We're like in the neighborhood with families all the time. But in the future, I leave it at home because I'm like, I will never forgive myself.
Aww.
Never forgive myself if I lose this thing.
Facts.
But yeah. Okay, those are our wedding hot takes. Let us know if you have your own.